When talking about the greatest artists of all time, you'll usually see two names being brought up very often, the Beatles and Elvis Presley. Together, they have sold around 1 billion records, and if that's not impressive enough, they're also among the most influential forces in music. However, these two don't have the relationship you may think they have. The Beatles have openly admitted multiple times that Elvis was a massive influence for them, and in the early years of the band, Elvis had nothing but love for them too. In 1965, they met for the first time, and though depending on who tells the story, the meeting was incredibly awkward and boring, the two still had nothing but nice things to say about each other. The problem comes in the late 60s when the Beatles showed a slight change in their attitude. You see, the world was way different back then. Religion was a big deal.
If it had said television is more popular than Jesus, I might have got away with it.
You had conservative America waging war with the psychedelic movement and all the drugs associated with it.
Paul, how often have you taken LSD?
4 times.
And basically, the entire continent was trying to make young people remember the roots of American culture.
They think your haircuts are un-American.
Well, it was very observant of them, because we aren't American, actually.
True, that.
True.
As you can clearly see, the Beatles were turning things around, and Elvis was not happy, although many believe there was a little bit of jealousy too. His problems with the Beatles escalated so quickly that when he had a chance to visit the Oval Office and meet President Nixon, the Beatles were one of the topics he brought up. Nowadays, a lot of people criticize Elvis for this, but even though it was definitely a bit of an overreaction, we have to remember that around that time, John Lennon was doing things like this, so maybe he had a point.